Hello, everybody, and welcome to Come Play Podcast, episode 31. The boys are back. I'm not making any excuses this time. We're just going to gloss over the fact that we haven't recorded in 17 years. And also...
Now recording.
Okay. In the chat.
Wow.
I realized
Craig
I forgot him, and I figured that Craig needs a featurette for always being in the channel, so there's this little shout out live on stream.
Yeah, our boy Craig is here as well. So actually, we got 5 of us here today. So we are going to start this episode off by saying, and I just want to mention this briefly because, it happens. We recorded episode 30 live, which was a hot take episode. We did that. The file got lost, so it's not going to be able to be uploaded to YouTube.
Yeah, that sucks.
For now, I mean, I'm sure it's looking very unlikely that we're ever going to get it recovered again. So we're just gonna kind of roll with this. But yeah, we were rolling on episode 31. RIP episode 30. I thought it was actually
Rip in peace.
This was a good one.
It was
Maybe we'll
a
make
good
up for another one in the next couple episodes, because I think people
Yeah.
need to hear our hot takes again.
Yeah, I definitely had a few. I will, and not to get caught up in this. The 2 that I had, I thought I was going to get a lot more backlash on, and I didn't, and I was very confused. I really was.
You seem so disappointed, not even confused. You just seem so
Yeah,
disappointed
I
that we
was
didn't fight you
disappointed
about it.
I wanted to fight, you know. I really thought I was gonna have to defend my
You have
case.
such
and
a
I
new
didn't.
spirit whenever we do like a hot take episode. I swear to God, you have like liquid courage that you're just ready to like break down the fucking wall of China as soon as we say hot take episode. It's
China.
ridiculous.
That that's about right. All right, let's get on to our normal show. Zach's thought of the week. Zach,
All right.
it's been a minute. Let's go.
Thought of the
We
week
didn't
is
wait.
idiots.
We didn't even say our hellos.
Oh,
China.
everybody, say hello.
What's up, guys?
Okay,
China.
Thank you,
Bobby, stop.
Bryce
No
Harper is
politics.
overrated.
Zach's thought of the week. Let's go.
Zach's thought of the week. This one's a tough one, boys.
Uh-oh.
Would you rather be hot all the time or sticky all the time?
Oh, man.
What?
Okay, I thought you were gonna say hot or cold.
Cold,
and
yeah.
I was gonna say that is an easy one. That's cold, but hot or sticky? Oh Jesus.
Hot or sticky? Well, okay.
Okay, what would I be sticky like? What's making me sticky?
I don't know, like you know that feeling you get when you like accidentally get a little bit of syrup on your fingers and it like
Well, yeah.
Oh,
so
God.
I know,
super
but it's like
uncomfortable.
I know, but it's like, is it like syrup on like that I'm covered in or what?
Oh shit! Whoops!
I know you're trying.
I'm just accidentally climbing
No,
the wall
I'm
like a fucking
that's
Spider-Man.
not that's not what I'm thinking, Tyler. I'm curious what the substance is. Because like
I mean, it's
that matters. There's
You
different
are
levels.
not
making this any fucking better. I gotta say.
No, there's different levels of stickiness. Like there's like glue
You're
and then there's like syrup.
uncomfortably sticky. Like there.
Yeah,
Okay.
to keep it at a you just did an arts and crafts project, and you got glue all over you. Okay.
Yeah, the
Okay.
arts and craft project go wrong for the rest
Every
of my
square
life.
inch of your body is covered in Elmer's glue.
Hot. Forget it. You know what, Zach? That just
No,
fucking did it
that's-
for me. Hot. Easy.
No, that's ridiculous, dude.
No, fuck
just,
you.
You're just slightly uncomfortably sticky. Like you're not.
I
It's
am
not like you took a
uncomfortable-
bath in like children's glue.
I am uncomfortable in both
Hey,
of those
it's-
situations. I
it's
fucking
non-toxic.
can't stand being hot. It's ridiculous. Fucking
I
can't.
don't
stand
Yeah.
it.
the problem with being hot is I just I start to feel sick.
Here's the thing.
And I hate that.
Here's the thing. I would much rather be more hot than cold. To be quite honest, I cannot stand being fucking cold. But I would definitely much rather be hot than fucking sticky. I am not sticking to the wall for no reason.
I literally like live in like an igloo right now because of the thermostat that my girlfriend keeps it at. Like it's at 68. That's way too low for me.
What do you guys typically keep your thermostat at in your house? I want to do a quick survey for my own benefit. What do you guys
Okay,
typically?
So I live in a small apartment. I do 68.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say you live in a small apartment, which is kind of crazy. I live in a basically 3.5 story house, if that makes sense.
Yes.
It's more like 4. And I live with
Power's
old
rich.
people, so they're always cold. So our thermostat's like at 72, and it's a big house.
That's what I would like it at.
Dude, you know what's crazy? We just got a new AC unit installed, and it is like hyper efficient, and it's to the point where I put it on like 78 and it blows ice cold air. I'm serious.
I feel like that's a broken air conditioner. I don't think ice cold air is coming out of a 78-degree.
But apparently our AC bill is incredibly low. So
shit. Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
So it must just be like really efficient because I keep it on 78 and it blows like it keeps it cold in the house.
The other problem with my house, and I've complained about this like when I'm online with you guys, is that my house is literally different temperatures on every floor. So like down here in the summer, it is freezing. Like I have like a clock in my room that somehow keeps the temperature. Don't ask me how.
Fucking magic, Tyler. Fucking magic.
And the other day it said it was 62 in here. Now that's really cold, but upstairs it was about 74. Like it doesn't make sense. And then in the winter it's extremely hot down here.
Well, I mean, when we do your house tour that we're gonna upload to the Complaint Network channel, I mean, everyone can see for yourself. But
yeah.
you
Anyway,
have a
so
really,
hot or sticky? Are we gonna be hot or sticky?
You have a weird house, Tyler. I'm going hot.
Yeah, I'm going hot.
Yeah, I guess I would go hot, but like it also depends on like I said, what the level of stickiness is, because there is different
Zach
levels.
said Elmer's glue, and that sold it for me.
Uncomfortably hot.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like
If it's Elmer's glue, then I'm going
Jemima's
hot.
syrup.
Yeah, well, here's
Does that change your
It's not much
opinion?
better. I know.
I mean, this might be terrible
Aunt
too.
Jemima
but,
needs to get the fuck off me.
The location of the
I thought
stickiness
it
matters.
Wait, I thought it was pronounced Jemima.
Is it
It is.
Jemima?
Bobby doesn't know.
I don't fucking. I get. Listen. I get
Zach
whatever
Whiting.
fucking BJ's has. as
Zach
Sarah.
Whiting, Aunt Jemima.
I can't fucking listen to me. It's coming from your fucking southern names. I can't fucking do.
My name is German, dude.
Fuck you.
But no, like I don't like eating food and then my fingers being sticky. Like
Yeah,
that's
that sucks.
uncomfortable. So yeah, I'm going hot.
Do you remember like when you were doing when you were doing?
I don't know,
crafts as a
man. Like
kid
I
and
I literally
having
thought
glue
it-
and peeling it off your fingers.
Oh
I've
yeah.
been thinking about this for like literally weeks. I've had this thought of the week saved up for a while. It's like I literally have not made a decision.
Is this
I
what you-
don't know.
Is this what you do at work? Like when you're working your doubles, you're just sitting there like,
Dude,
would you rather be hot or?
I work in a
fucking
kitchen. The
sticky?"
conversation is always interesting.
Yeah. No, oh god, I just don't like that.
I would probably go with hot just because I feel like that way I would at least be somewhat comfortable in my apartment.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I feel like I don't know. I feel like I'm going with sticky on this one
Oh,
because
you're nuts.
Ooh. Zach is the one outvoted this week.
You're gonna be peeling off whoever you make physical contact with. They're not gonna like that very much.
okay, I'm not. You're not gonna be. You're just like you got it on your fingers or whatever. Like
That
No.
that's no. You're fuck.
You
move on.
just said all over.
I
Yes.
like how I think Zach
I was
is,
being dramatic, dude.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm pretty sure
It's like
Zach
okay,
is,
yeah,
like,
being hot means you're swimming in lava
Okay,
all the
but
time. Like,
being sticky on just your fingers versus your entire fucking body changes this whole question.
no, you're not gonna.
Like-
you're not. You're.
Well,
Oh,
like
yeah, being
I would
literally-
take sticky fingers over a hot body.
Yeah, being drenched in syrup or swimming in lava forever. Like
that's
Which one?
a
That's a
fair
fair comparison.
Zach is like trying to ask us like, yeah, would you be like a hot or like sticky? And then we're like, okay, so like lava or like we're drowning in Elmer's glue. Like we take things so far out of the actual question.
Yes. Okay. So
yeah,
I don't know, I
that
might go
situation
sticky
would not be
fingers.
realistic.
I would do sticky fingers, but I would not do sticky body.
Did you really just say that situation would not be realistic? Have you heard your other fucking thoughts of the week? Are you fucking joking?
That is.
I cannot believe you just said that fucking sentence
You
out
would-
loud.
You would die if you swam in lava, dude.
Oh, really? No shit.
Wait, what?
I played
Drown in your
Minecraft.
fucking Elmer's glue.
I know that you cannot swim in lava. Okay.
Minecraft taught me some valuable
Okay,
lessons about lava.
there's realistic situations and there's situations that I have talked about that are so absurd that they would never happen to
And your
anyone.
thought of the week are basically almost never a realistic situation.
Sometimes they are.
You
By a
literally had a
smidge.
thought of the week that talked about your sperm talking.
Yeah.
And
was
getting a bear and an Xbox mixed up.
Yeah, right.
That's an all-time favorite.
Yeah, that's a classic.
Oh, that was a good one.
That's a classic. That's an absolute classic right there.
Anyway, so we've got 3 hots and 1 sticky.
Yeah, and
Three Hots and
I
One Stickies, the new boy band from Atlanta, Georgia.
oh my god.
Sticky in the 3 hots.
3 hots, 1 sticky.
Okay, you just run. All
That's
right,
definitely not funny.
let's move on after the apparently realistic thought of the week. We're gonna talk
realistic.
about.
Speaking of realistic,
What is reality?
Yeah, speaking of really.
What is reality?
We're gonna talk about a game that we all have and we all play a lot.
NHL.
GTA. No. GTA 5 had come out with an update for the a casino update about a month ago now. We're gonna talk about that and also talk about just the state of GTA right now and how Rockstar has done a really good job.
Wait, I don't think we've done a podcast since I repurchased GTA 5. Now that I think about it, I don't think we've done one.
I mean, we haven't done a podcast in a while. So.
wait,
Yeah, let's be real here.
guys! I have some breaking news, really quick. I need to
wait.
report.
Hold on.
This is huge.
Give me a
by the
second.
way.
Give me a second.
Hurry up.
Huge.
Okay, breaking news. The B.R.U.T.E robot has been temporarily disabled from Fortnite on all playlists.
Let's go! Let's go! Now they just fixed turbo building. Everything will be fine.
This is 100% confirmed from the Fortnite Twitter account.
Yo, that is breaking news.
Oh my
Like,
Now, it says temporarily disabled. I am not sure if that means it's coming back.
it sounds
But
like it.
If there is a time to play Fortnite, then tonight is the night.
Yeah, I was gonna say, fuck the podcast. We're all getting on.
All right, guys, thank you for joining us here
All right,
today.
yeah, thank you for
Hopefully
joining
we
us.
enjoyed the show.
Check out our fucking social media accounts. See you later.
That's yeah. Them, they're probably just fixing. They're probably like maybe nerfing it more. I don't know. Or maybe making it better. I don't know.
But before we move on to the GTA thing, I just wanted you to know, like, when I read that tweet, I stood up in excitement.
Bruh, like I'm not a big Fortnite player, as I've said over and over again, but I've never seen such a more tone deaf patch ever when they introduced the fucking mechs.
The most mind-blowing thing about the whole thing to me is that they have been so active and listening to their community, and this season they're just like, you know what, fuck you guys.
You know goddamn well that there was like one of Epic's employees, like Big Vision, right? And they were gonna hold on to it until they died. Like, I mean, nobody liked those fucking things. Nobody. All the pros
It's
were
funny
going
though.
nuts. And,
Because since the updates the other day that took out turbo building, like I haven't heard anybody complain about mechs since that happened. Like everybody's just pissed off with that. Like,
Yeah, and literally every single reply in this tweet from Fortnite is like saying like keep it gone and like thank you Epic, like stuff like that.
yeah.
Okay,
I mean, the
sorry.
only like I think I said this to you guys. Like, I'm pretty sure the only reason they're still in the game is because it has to do something with the storyline. So like I think that's why they're being, or at least that's how I thought they were like being really ignorant about it. But now with this whole turbo building thing, them taking that out and that backlash, like I feel like they're just not caring.
Can you explain the whole turbo building to me? I know they slowed shit down with the patch, but I didn't understand all the terminology behind that.
So it really, I mean, I shouldn't say it only like. I feel like it's going to affect PC players more than it does console players, which is not like it's going to affect them as well. But essentially, it doesn't allow like after your first build, it slows it down, so you can't build as fast. So like people that are doing 90s in split seconds like are messing them up now because the building slows down and you can't build as fast, and people mess up and are fucking falling and shit, and you can't like spam walls down to block yourself anymore. I don't even know why I said it wouldn't like affect console.
My reaction
anymore,
to
'cause
that,
it's gonna be the same actually.
My reaction to that patch is 2 words: get good.
Yeah, well, but I mean, it's for like the pro players are pissed off. The problem is like it's favoring it's basically favoring like the noobs because like all these pro players that can't build as well, or like these really good players can't build as well. So it's giving more of a chance to your terrible players, which sound like is what they basically did with the mech. So like it's I don't know, you know, I guess we really haven't talked about this on the podcast, but it's almost like they're trying to get the less good players more success, but you have a game now that's so popular, it's so competitive, like it's a little late for that. Like it's season 10 now. The game has been out for 2 years. Like let's not try to make it easier for the noobs now.
I gotta wonder. Damn well they're in the back, just being like, okay, so how do we bring this back, and how do we just shove it down people's throats again later? Goddamn well.
Yeah, like I said, if it's staying temporarily out, then it's definitely coming
I'm
back.
giving
But
Epic a lot of credit, but this went on for way too fucking long. What
I
are you
don't know.
guys doing?
I actually thought about talking about this on the podcast today, but I feel like I'm kind of Fortnite's not
Dead to
Fortnite's
me.
not dead, but it's kind of dead to our group now because of the updates.
Literally, like I was really looking forward to this season, and then
Yeah, me
like
too.
the first 2 days of the season, like we played, and it was like, yeah, like I'm not playing, like we're not playing with this fucking like it was even frustrating in arena,
Yeah,
or
like
not arena, Team Rumble. That's what I meant to say.
yeah, like me and Brundy literally got on because I was like, oh damn, like the season pass looks really good, like there's really good skins, really good items, and like it gives you a sense of the grind. And then like we literally played the first night and haven't like I was like we both said we're not playing until this gets removed, and it's been like a month now and it still has not gotten removed.
Yep.
Our group's been on a GTA kick lately, though. So there's your transition, Tyler.
Yes, GTA 5 casino update, one that we all definitely we're gonna sound like degenerates when I say this, but like, I like gambling. I like poker and I like blackjack and all this, and so
Wow,
do
what
the
a
other guy.
degenerate.
Fuck you. How
Well,
dare you enjoy something? Fuck you.
well, when we talk about how I'm pretty sure I have lost $3 million at the GTA casino.
Hold on. Here's the better question. Hey, Tyler.
Yeah.
How much money have you lost on Poker Stars, New Jersey?
Like, I don't know, like $30. But like I'm playing micro
Yeah,
stakes.
playing nickel games over there.
Yeah. But no, it's been a really good update. We've all enjoyed it. A lot of I think this update came out I think the last week of July,
Yeah.
and the reception has been pretty good from the community. We thoroughly enjoy it. They have games like blackjack
As
in
they
there,
do.
which everybody knows, and roulette. And the game that we play the most, which I was not expecting, is 3-card poker, because Brendy,
It's
when we got on,
money.
Brendy was like, I don't really like 3-card poker, and I hadn't had too much experience with it, but like in what I played, I was like, I didn't really like it either. And we were just playing a ton of blackjack, and then I don't know what happened, but one time we're like, you know what? Let's just try 3-card poker, and
Rockstar wins. Look at that.
and yeah, and ever since it's been our main, like that's basically like one of the only things we play now and there. Also,
If you
we
play
need to talk
roulette, you're
about
a fucking
Zach's
sucker.
ridiculous luck
Wait, hold on.
at the slots.
I want Zach to explain this by himself. I want him to
So-
explain this.
So I swear to this day that they increased the luck in the casino for like the first week to get people addicted like a good crack dealer. Like, yeah, you want to try the casino? Try a little bit of this first.
Yeah, can you tell them the game though that you hit all this luck on?
So to get the luck I got was all on slots. And
Fucking bitch.
if
The
anyone,
diamond slots, to be specific.
Yeah,
The
the
diamond-
diamonds.
it's called diamond miner slots for
Yeah.
anybody who plays GTA, but basically everybody knows slots is complete chance. There's absolutely no strategy or skill involved.
Easily rigged.
Yeah.
Easily rigged. So one of my first times sitting down on the slots, I think this is the actually first time I sat down at the slots. So in one like one
Session.
sit down session, I guess. Yeah, session. That's a good word. First time I won $625,000, which is like I'm pretty sure is one below the maximum prize you can get on the slots. Shortly after that, I won a $250,000 prize. A few spin later, I won a $125,000 prize.
Fucking ridiculous.
So
So
I was up.
a lot.
What is that? I didn't do the math. So I assume
Somewhere,
that's almost a million, if
definitely
not over. But
close to $1.5 million, I think.
So the other thing to kind of give more context is that the max bet you can do on
Max
that
bet.
machine is 2,500 chips.
2,500, yeah,
So yeah, and he ended up through
with
his
almost
method.
a million.
By the way, you haven't talked about the method that you thought worked. That
He had us convinced.
Oh yeah,
I swear to God, I looked
resetting
like
the
a fucking
algorithm, as
idiot.
I call it.
I looked like a fucking idiot.
resetting the algorithm.
Please explain this in full detail.
Yes, please.
So when you're
like
sitting-
button for button, please.
Button for button. All right, so you go to the slot machine, you press right on the D-pad. to sit
Okay,
down and
not
play.
that.
No, so you're sitting down at the slot machine, and suddenly you're doing like 20, 30, 40 spins, and you're just not having any luck. So what you got to do is get up and go to another slot machine of the same kind, do a few spins there, and then go back to the one that you were having to look at.
Fucking Christ.
And the phrase "resetting the algorithm" was coined by your boy.
We have
Dude,
not
that
now. We have not yet applied this to roulette or horse racing or anything like that. That should be something we should try next time we all get on the casino.
At this point, I've determined that it does not fucking work.
Listen, the dream is alive. You're in the casino dreaming anyway.
So-
you might as well do stuff that makes you think it works.
So I should mention Zach has basically run out of slot luck because he hasn't won anything big in a while.
Yeah.
Like
Also-
absolutely nothing. I have not won
also-
shit on the slots.
Yeah, also to put this in context, so he's talking about this one night where he won about a million chips and had all these matches. I have probably done 1,000 spins on those machines, and I have gotten a match I think once or twice.
I
Like,
will say,
that's-
Tyler, I did get my first 3 of a kind the other night, and Zach was there to witness it. So
It's just the luck is crazy. Now, the other thing to note here is that there was actually a glitch on the horse racing, on the horse betting,
Where my horse
that
would
was-
always lose. Yeah, I know.
No, there was basically a glitch where that you could say that you were betting 100, and then as you hit like confirm, you would basically like hit a combination of buttons, and it would max out your bet. So like say you picked horse 1 to win, you would hit confirm payout for $100, like 100 tokens, but you would basically mess with it to say you had a 10,000 token bet. So if you lost, you only lost 100 tokens, but if you won, you got to 10,000 plus whatever the odds are.
That sounds
So-
like the fast lane to getting soft banned.
So basically, my story to that was that was a glitch. There was also a glitch with roulette as well, where it was kind of a similar thing. So they were both patched very quickly. So maybe I don't know. Maybe there was like an algorithm, or you're messing with the algorithm got patched or something too, man. Because it's been terrible since. I like that was the only good night that anybody has had. Like it was crazy.
We've had some nights with 3-card poker, but not the
Like
slots.
I don't know what the 3 of us were doing. Like I feel like the 3 of us like might have been in like Brendy's penthouse like playing 3-card or something. But like Zach just kept saying like, "Oh my god, I won again." I'm like, "Dude, how's this happening?" Like
I remember
was crazy.
vividly the one time where he goes, "And I'm up $2.2 million, and I think I'm gonna call it a night right there," or something like that. Like just so nonchalant, like didn't even fucking raise an eyebrow.
no,
I never
didn't-
won 2 million. I
Yeah,
never won 2 million.
I forget.
but
You said something along those lines. I was like,
I
oh,
was
fucking-
winning like huge amounts of money, and
yeah.
and at this point I had to have like spent all of that in the casino.
And
I
what the
mean,
fuck else are you gonna spend it on, honestly, besides your business?
Right. Yeah, I feel
Like-
like the casino update was just for people who were like me and Brandy, who were like, "Yeah, we don't know what to spend our money on anymore because
Dude, I literally bought a plane recently called the Pyro strictly for the fact that it is the fastest plane in the game, and that's just because I had nothing else to buy. Like I can't buy any more businesses. I'm literally just waiting for something new to come out, and like I have plenty of money for poker. Like I've got like probably almost 1 million chips right now. So it's like
you did blow all your money though on the penthouse when it came out because you got like the fully upgraded one, right?
So I got all the I blew all the money in my penthouse, and I famously said like I only have like $1 in my wallet. That's where that came from. And then I made that back in about 2 days. So I got my 6 million back that quickly.
God.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with Zach. I mean, like this update is, like they have the casino missions, which are actually really nice because they give you 50. You get the money for completing the mission, then you get an extra 50K for each mission you complete. So like that was good. Like you can get money from that. But like this update was more of a fun update, and they had been talking about this casino update for a long ass time. I don't know if anybody remembers. Dude, yeah, it was like a long time. I remember like in the 360 days they were talking about a casino.
We were like bending over backwards just trying to figure out when that was ever coming out, and here we are.
Yeah.
What?
I feel like they announced they were going to do that update when the game came out.
That's what I'm saying. Is like I swear I remember that when the game came out they were talking about adding the casino and like, oh yeah, it's coming soon, and here we are in 2019.
And it was the same thing with Heist too. Where they announced that on a release date, and I think it took them 2 years to release it.
But God forbid someone finds an easy way to make $200 really quickly.
Yep.
Yeah.
God
Dude,
forbid.
I remember the grind like way back when the game first came out. It was literally like all you could do was contact missions, and they would only give you like 15 to 20K if you were lucky.
I remember we just used to like call Simeon and hope for a good mission.
Yeah.
There was a race, and I can't think of what it's called now. But it's like a standard race that had been in the game for a while. And like me and my friends, like my other real life friends, would play this race over and over and over. Like we would literally play it like just fucking 50 times straight, and like walk out of there with like 300K and be like, oh yeah, look how much money we made.
Do you remember how long it took me to finally get a fucking vodka at the time?
Yeah,
like, fucking Christ.
I mean, well, I also like, now they have like compressors and shit, but like back then it was like getting the best car and stuff like that, and now it's like, we all have compressors. Like the only time I'm using a car is if we're doing like races.
The only car in the game is a Kuruma now.
When it first came out, the fastest car in the game was the Adder.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh my god.
And that car costed $1 million. And when you'd play online, you'd be like, "How the fuck am I ever gonna make $1 million, dude? That's gonna take so long."
That's right.
And now it's just like a few days of gameplay.
We had a friend, Ty, who had a fully upgraded Adder almost like within like the first week of getting the fucking game. Like when we were about to get on.
Yeah.
And I just was just so fucking annoyed because
and
every race he'd fucking cream me.
I also remember the Zentorno, and that was like 750K, and I only liked that car because like I really liked the look of it, and I was like, damn, it's gonna take so long to make that money, and it's like, dude, I literally sell my bunker stock now, like like twice a week, and like make like $2.5 million if Bobby doesn't drive into the fucking lake.
Hey, listen to me, buddy. You weren't there.
Yeah, let's hear you try to defend this one.
I can defend this one.
Let's not get into it right now because you can't.
Well, let's get into this instead. Okay. So I gotta say, with some context for my current playing status, I went on a basically entire game's lifetime hiatus with this game. Like no, I mean I played it for basically until the 1 came out. I think was what I did, and then everybody switched to the 1, and I never rebought the game. Simply because at the time, nobody was really playing it. I don't really regret that much. I'm glad I got it now. It was on sale for what? How much I fucking spend for that game?
$15.
Yeah, $15. Which I'm like, perfect. I can squeeze some cents out of my fucking jar for that one.
Yeah, and you got a free bunker.
Yeah, and got a free. Okay, this one I'm still so confused about. I think it was because of like a special edition of the game. So I got like a free bunker that I didn't even know I had. I apparently redeemed it late because Tyler was like, oh yeah, you should buy a bunker next after I bought a cocaine and counterfeit stuff, and I got the oppressor. He's like, yeah, you should probably buy a bunker next. And I go to buy the bunker, and all of a sudden it says, oh yeah, here's one for $0. I'm like, oh, well, okay, that
Yeah,
just made my life easy.
You got the cash business for free, if I remember correctly.
I did.
Too.
I got the cash business for free.
The motorcycle club.
I got the club for free. I got the CEO for free too. The office.
Oh yeah.
I got that for free too. I got a ton of shit for free for like no reason. So that definitely helped me kickstart. And then I've basically been grinding with these guys, and I'm on par now that I got an oppressor. I remember every time we'd be doing a race supply, so I go up 3 miles away. All right, cool. I'm gonna get on. Oh, you guys are gone already. All right, sweet. By the time I even get halfway there, you guys are done. Like so, I got an oppressor now, and we're all good. So now I just gotta. Just gotta buy some other stuff and buy some more businesses now, but not my first priority, honestly.
So did you guys see the meme about Fortnite players complaining about the mechs? It's the meme of like the guy from Pirates of the Caribbean with the noose around his neck saying that says first time. And it's referencing like GTA and oppressors, like how that's pretty much dominated vehicles.
It's bad, and once you get the missiles on it, it's over. Like honestly,
yeah,
it's like nobody drives anymore because why would you?
Yeah,
I can't remember the last time I've driven for a resupply.
Holy shit!
The only time we drive,
oh, I got drived and driven mixed up, so I apologize.
There was a new, not like a new update, but like a couple things got added yesterday. I think a new car got added. Yeah, patch, and there was a new car that came with it, and like all the comments were like, "Oh yeah, can't wait till a Mach 2 pressure blows this shit up." Like
this shit's just gonna be a fucking jet.
Here's the thing: time is money in GTA. So like getting an oppressor is such a good investment because like you make so much money by like just having so much more time.
Tyler over here sound like he's about to give you some stock advice.
Yeah,
it's
I'm
such
a
good
philosophy major. No. But one thing I want to talk about that, I think is kind of obvious, but I want to go in depth with it, is that GTA 6 has been out for 6 years now, or 7, 6.
I'm sorry, GTA what?
GTA 5.
GTA 5. Oh, hello. GTA 6.
Wait, GTA 6 confirmed? What?
Yeah, wait, what? Wait, where?
GTA 5 has been out for, I think, since 2013.
2013, yeah.
Yeah, so 6 years. And this game is still so, it's regularly up to, every week they have patches where they add new, double mission or double money for mission races and shit like that. They're always, keeping up to date. And look, I mean, I would love a GTA 6 sooner rather than later, but we all know that that's probably not going to happen for another 3 years. So
I hope they let us transfer our characters if they do that.
Just hope they do that regardless.
Hey, GTA, thanks, by the way, speaking of transferring characters, fuck you. Why'd you end that? There was literally no reason for you to fucking do that.
You had 4 fucking years, asshole.
I know, and I get that, but on the same token, like, what the fuck was the point of ending it at that point, right? That's what I don't get. They're not making any extra money. I still have to buy the copy of the game, so I don't quite understand that move. But oh well, fuck you.
I mean, I was gonna say technically, like maybe people are like not getting their accounts back and buying those like shark cards or whatever they're called that you actually need real money for.
The reasoning.
If you buy a shark card, you're an idiot.
The reasoning I found was that there were people who were able to transfer extremely modded accounts over. That was the reason.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, we had talked about before with us, like. I mean, my 360 account got glitch money. Like, it wasn't that much, unfortunately, but like I would carry that over to the one version.
I remember one time, like me and Tyler, like we're in a GTA lobby, and like it's pretty quiet, and we're just chilling. Then all of a sudden, Tyler is just like, "There's a guy in here that's level 8,000," and I'm like, "What?"
Yeah, that was crazy. I don't know even what we were doing. Yeah, but that like all of a sudden, like, dude. Like Brendan and Zach have probably like 50 days now, and you're level like 200 something.
We're both almost level 300.
Yeah, and we've been playing a shit ton recently. So I'm probably like maybe, I don't know, 14, 15 days, and I'm like 127, I think.
Jesus.
But dude, like that's gotta be. There's no way that's real. Like,
Well,
that's gotta be
obviously that's not real, but like even for
Yeah.
a modded account, like that's like the highest level I've ever seen.
Yeah. We also seen like a 2,000, I think, as well.
Yeah,
Where was that?
That same night or something.
I was about to say 2,000. Like you might be able to do. I don't know.
Dude, I've seen like 800 and I'm like, holy fuck. Like,
Yeah, I saw like that level 2,000, and I was like, okay. The only way that they could do that is if they got GTA 5 on release day and played 8 hours every day without break.
Yeah.
That's the only way.
I don't know. It's I think they did a decent job with trying to limit that, but like I said, by the end of the 360 version, that's when it started to get like really messy, and I'm so pissed off because like with the modded money I got, like I literally bought like the most expensive. I don't know if it was the most expensive car or not, but it was the Z-Type at the time. I think it was over $1 million. And I'm like, oh, I got glitch money. I'll buy the Z-Type. And the Z-Type is literally like terrible. I'm like, dude, I could have done so much more with this glitch money. I don't know. I just think GTA has been a game that's really held its own for a while, and I'm excited. I mean, look, I don't know when the next time we're gonna get an update is. To be honest, since we got one in July, like I feel like we're looking like November, the absolute earliest. But
Oh,
I mean,
GTA 6?
no, a GTA
He's
5
talking about
next
the next
update.
big update.
Yeah, the next.
I don't even think.
I don't even think that's really gonna happen. But I'm saying like that's what I feel like. It's probably not going to be for a while, but they do their every week. They change their, like I said, their double and what's on sale and discounted and stuff like that. And
I'm glad you reminded me of that because I need to see what's double.
I just reminded you, dickhead, before we started the show. It's Bunker.
Well, I forgot. Well, Bunker, but like I'm talking about missions, and it doesn't look like there is any.
Like only the Bunker series was double, but yeah, I mean, like it was. They do a good job, and I think we all like the GTA 5 update, the casino update, and man, we have some funny fucking characters. Since we're absolute losers, we have been in the casino so much that we have decided to start to name the dealers and who we like and who we don't like.
And
David is number one.
Dealers. There are some bad dealers.
Dude, like there's like this one woman that she's like
Asian and has purple hair.
She takes my money every time. Like
It's Mia Khalifa.
And she
fucking Christ.
And I'm pretty sure she is also the same woman that, and I say this all the time, but we were playing 3-card poker one time, put out a 40K bet, and then the round just doesn't start, and I lost that. I've never seen that 40K ever again. So
she straight up just swept you. And
dude,
she swept you so bad in Brendy's penthouse too. Where the fuck was she gonna run in the first place? She swept you that fucking bad.
Yeah, I know.
Fucking fleeced, bro.
And you didn't do anything about it.
Nope.
Also, our favorite things is when we're playing 3-card poker and you hear the intense music come on.
Oh no, that is a nightmare.
And then you've been raided.
I don't remember who it was. It was either you or Zach. No, it was either you or Zach. Like it was just like really quiet, and then like one of y'all was just like, "Why is the music like really intense?" And then like you stood up and disappeared.
Oh, that actually was me. I remember because I was like, it was like, yeah, it was all calm, and then all of a sudden I'm like, I hear like this, and I'm like, like I know this is an intense game, but calm down, Jesus Christ.
I know. Go ahead, Ty, sorry.
And then all of a sudden it's just like you've been like defend your business. I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ.
No, I know Brendy is also tapping his foot whenever we're playing to all the fucking gunfights happening outside that are shaking his whole goddamn penthouse the entire time.
Oh, dude, that is the best. That's the best time to like go all in because like you get the good hands in.
Your windows are like literally the exact opposite of soundproof. Like they're like the sound is fucking echoing.
She's just like, all right, good luck. And then meanwhile, there's like 5 oppressors just flying by behind her and through the window and explosions.
Like no one turns their head at all.
Nope. And we're all just like, all right, we're just gonna keep playing our game. We're gonna ignore it. It's there.
Yeah.
If we don't move, it might not see us.
I mean, like I said, I mean, it's kind of sucked because they haven't had like we enjoy doing races and then the adversaries and stuff like that, and they haven't really had any double since, quite frankly, since the update, which has kind of sucked. But I mean, once those come back full time and having this,
Well-
GTA is going to be fun for
Yeah.
a while.
double bunker though is pretty nice though, because like you'll be able
Yeah.
to sell stock for 2 million.
Yeah, I like I said, I'm gonna just try to get on as much as I can this week. Not necessarily to play, but just to pass time, so like my bunker stock goes up. Yeah, because it'll be 2 million per. I also thought I seen something. I think like cargo stock is also double as well, and I thought I seen nightclub stock, but I sold some
So
last night and didn't get any.
So there's smuggler cargo, which is hangar stuff, and then there's special cargo, which is like my warehouse.
Okay, I swore I seen nightclub, and I had to sell it anyway. So I had hopped on, and yeah, it didn't give me double. Well, I was a
Yeah,
little
the
salty.
GTA wiki says no to that. So
Damn. Anyway, it's been fun, and I don't know if it's been Fortnite being complete idiots and leaving the mechs in or what, but the fact that like GTA is like our go-to, and it's also because I'm NHL. I mean, we're done with, and Fortnite's bad, and we had a COD World War II kick for a while. That's kind of died, even though I still really like that game. So
That
this has
game-
been our game.
Was severely underrated. That
Game's
game
good
did-
if you can actually spawn in.
Yeah. That game didn't deserve all the hate it got.
Zach, I swear you're the only one that has like I get it sometimes, but like I feel like you get that issue all the time.
Zach has like a lot of the technical. Well, I mean, whenever I'm doing a fucking resupply or sell mission in GTA, has been my problem.
Oh yeah, GTA waits for you to sell stock.
Yeah.
Like Zach just does it all the time, but like GTA specifically waits for
Yeah.
you to sell stock.
I'm not even lying when I say it's literally 9 out of 10 times something goes wrong.
Oh, yeah.
It's incredible.
I forgot to
and
say, I'm back in college and I have Ethernet again. Oh my fucking god, praise the Lord. God damn.
dude, I don't know. It's just like every fucking time.
Cool, so you might be on like twice a semester.
You are absolutely fucking right about that, Sir Brendy.
Sweet.
Yep.
That is like one more than last time.
Exactly. We're making fucking progress here, boy. Fucking progress.
Hey, at least he's honest.
Yeah.
So we await GTA 6's release probably in, I don't know, the next century. But for now, we'll have GTA 5 and a quick question I do want to ask though, like what would you guys really want to see in GTA 6? Like, do you want to see everything in GTA 5 improved on, or like,
if they could just like copy and paste it and like on a new map, I feel like I would really enjoy that.
And just make it look pretty, have like the shaders and stuff that you see on like people
Right.
who are modding it on PC.
And honestly, I'm okay with like if they just start out like with what they had in GTA 5 originally, but just like had the updates a little bit faster. That's all.
I also I kind of just remembered, I don't know why, GTA 6 will be on next gen, so you would imagine that the graphics will be even better, which would
Zach.
be fire.
That might be like a 200 gigabyte game, by the way.
Yeah, I wouldn't put it past it.
I have a suggestion for a feature. Hear me out on this one.
Okay.
VR.
Yeah.
But you can only do it when you're buying the prostitutes.
All right, so Bobby, hear me out. Like before GTA 5 came out, yeah, you mean porn. Like when GTA 5 was coming out, like one of the biggest like things that fans wanted was like first person, because like the idea of like a first person like sounded really cool. Like they like you expected like Call of Duty style, and then like when they did first person in GTA, it felt awkward and it's really wonky, and like now no one cares.
The only time I use first person is when we're gambling.
Yeah,
Like, literally.
Yeah. Yep.
Because that just makes it easier. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, the graphics are gonna get better regardless because it's gonna be on next gen. So that's not a big. I don't think that's what I'm looking for.
Psych. We're going back to GTA 4. Psych.
I think having a new story, like I know obviously that's something maybe we don't do all the time, but when the new story comes out, I guess that'll be cool. And adding, as far as online, adding, having a lot of the same and adding a few things and new vehicles. I don't know. I think it'll be a new map definitely. Cause I'm kind of getting sick of the fucking map.
And don't
The
fucking
funny-
wait on the casino or the heist next time. For fuck's sake.
And the funny thing is, GTA 5 is basically a GTA San Andreas remake, or a remaster,
Yeah.
if you think about it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just like the map is cool and all. It just gets like kind of dull, I guess. Especially like when you're up in like the top half of the map. It just sometimes gets a little.
I mean, I feel like the GTA
Tired.
6 map is going to be a lot bigger. I mean, think about how big the Red Dead 2 map is. That thing
Yeah,
is massive.
Yeah, the online Red Dead 2 map is literally insane. Like I'm pretty sure it would take you like 15 minutes at least to get from like one side of the map to the other. Like, and obviously that's by horse, so that's a different thing. But
They do have fast travel, but like I wish there was like a taxi service like in Red Dead.
yeah. Well, I mean, technically they have the stagecoach, which is it's fast
Well, the
travel.
Normally you
stagecoach
just-
goes wherever it wants, though.
I don't know. I don't know why you even like that feature. Like, just fucking take your oppressor and go to where you need to
Well,
go.
no, it's like I like to hop in a cab and then like go to the restroom like while I'm traveling or something, or like go get a snack.
I
Good way to do
mean,
it.
sure, but I don't know. Anyway, let's move on from the GTA 5 stuff. A game that like I said, we all love and we'll continue to play it. But we'll move on to in case you missed it. And Brendy, take it away.
All right, boys, we are gonna start in case you missed it on a very Bobby.
Sorry, I don't know why that happened. Honestly,
I feel like I feel like we need longer intro music for that.
I keep forgetting to cut it every time we get on here. Dude, you can even see my screen. My software is muting it. I don't know why it was still playing there. I really have no idea. Sorry about that.
All right, so I'm gonna start in case you missed it with a very, very positive note. So as you guys know, Jeopardy host Alex Trebek was diagnosed with cancer a few months ago. Well, I'm just gonna get straight to the point. He went through chemotherapy the past few months, and it is announced that he is cancer-free and returning to the show.
Yes.
And from what I understand, he had a pretty slim chance to survive that
Stage
cancer.
4, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
stage 4. Yeah.
Fucking hell, man. That's wow. That's amazing. Unbelievable.
So like my grandmother
Stage
who
4
had-
pancreatic cancer, by the way.
yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say I know it's stage 4. I don't
And
know what cancer it was.
just for context, I believe that's what killed Steve Jobs and other people as well, but Steve Jobs notably. So
Yeah.
Right.
it's not something you really want to fuck around with.
So my grandmother who I know she lives with us she's watched Jeopardy like literally every night at 7 o'clock. She watches Jeopardy, then she watches Wheel of Fortune at 7:30 every night. She's probably been doing this for 25 years, like or more. So like Jeopardy was always close. I thought it was always a fun show, and Alex Trebek seems like a really good guy. Also, it's kind of funny. I always like enjoy the clips of how Jeopardy now has like a lot of like slang, or not a lot, but like they'll have like slang terms, and like Alex Trebek like is reading these and like his Alex Trebek voice. Like it's like this is gonna be such a bad. I'm gonna like not be able to get through this, but it'll be like I'm reading the question. He'll be like, and they will. They are finna get lit, and he just says it like that. Like it's like,
get lit.
and it's just like he's just funny, man. Like he's a great guy, and yeah, happy to hear that for
He's
sure.
it was amazing too because he announced it and then did a couple update videos and everything, and every single time it was as if nothing was wrong. Like every single fucking
Yeah.
time. Like he put on such a fucking strong ass face about it, strong attitude, and went and beat cancer's ass. And it's insane too because there was stuff coming out about how in the middle of the show, he'd have to go to the locker room and he was just in writhing pain in the back.
Yeah.
And still somehow mustered it up to come out and finish the show each time. It's absolutely nuts. And good for him.
I was gonna say, I mean, he's 70.
He's 79 years old. He's almost 80.
Yeah, I mean, and he's still going strong, and he fought through that, and Jeopardy would. I feel like if he was gone, I mean, that show can't go on. Like it's just so iconic with him, and a lot of people. What was that one guy's name that had like a lot of success recently? I can't think of it.
The gambler, right? The dude who went on the show.
Yeah, he's like a Vegas. I can't think of his name.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. He's a professional sports bettor, by the way, for those who don't know. But he made a fucking
his name was like
killing.
James or something.
Yeah,
but I can't remember. But
made
like
a
that,
fucking killing. Of course, they have to wait till the season where he gets cancer that they have to bring in this fucking guy.
Well, I was gonna say
attention.
I was gonna say, like, I mean, that that guy, I mean, had a great run there, and like the show just.
I don't know how to pronounce his last name. It's like James Holzhauer or something.
I follow him on Twitter now.
Yeah. Yep.
And he was $56,000 short of breaking Ken Jennings' record, which is probably the best game show record of all time.
But I mean, my kind of point to that was like all this is not possible. I don't know, just like that. Alex Trebek is like so iconic, and
He's
like without
dude.
him, it's without him, it's not the same. And yeah, I'm just like I said, I'm happy to hear that.
Alex Trebek is going to be Regis Philbin coming out of fucking retirement after he retired from wants to be a fucking millionaire.
Beating stage 4 cancer is kind of like crazy.
It's near impossible. No one wanted to say it, but it's near fucking impossible.
Yeah,
man.
it really is. I mean, obviously cancer sucks, but luckily he beat it.
And our boy Alex Trebek will be back on September 9th hosting season 36 of Jeopardy. I
do want to say something that I think all of us here at the podcast can get behind. Fuck cancer. Okay.
Yeah, we can all get behind. I would hope, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's by the way, that's crazy too. It's 36 seasons.
Yep.
That's a fucking gig, man.
And keep in mind, I believe Alex Trebek is still under contract for 3 years.
Yeah.
So like he's sticking around for a while, at least for the next 2 or 3 seasons.
I wouldn't be surprised if he called it a career after the next 3 years, though. I mean,
I don't know, man. That guy has some big balls, though. Like he may stick around a little bit longer.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely doesn't need the money, though.
Yeah, not at this point.
Nope.
All right, let's go ahead and move on. So, pretty interesting story that I found on Forbes this morning. So, this is it is some billionaires, some not. So, this is actually athletes. So, I was curious about what athletes get the most interactions. So,
like on
Forbes,
social media, you mean? Sorry.
Yes.
Okay.
So Forbes has a list of the most interactions that each athlete has in each sport. So basically, like, certain like there's like Tom Brady or whoever, like, for football, and then there's like Messi for soccer, all that. So I decided, let's make this a little bit of a game. So I'm gonna ask you guys. And we're gonna take turns. And I've decided I'm going to pick Tyler for this first one.
Oh, good.
So, Tyler, in the last year, what NFL player has had the most Twitter / it's not just Twitter, it's all social media, by the way. Most social media interactions in football.
If your answer isn't Cody Parkey, then you're automatically wrong, because I'm sure an entire city was tweeting.
And it lists the top 2. So like if you get them, if you get it, I'll tell you who the other one is.
Trying to think. Honestly, like, this is gonna sound crazy, but like Brady recently created like his Instagram and Twitter and stuff like that, and he's like he's been very active on it.
He's funny as shit too. I don't think.
I'm also trying to. I know this is bad, but I'm trying to think of like any players that have like gotten into trouble or something and have
Are you
had
asking-
no defender or so. I'll go with Tom Brady as one of them.
Ooh, I want to guess. Can I guess?
Yeah, go for it.
O.J. Simpson.
I mean, that's not a wrong answer.
That is not a bad choice, but that's not
Yeah,
it. What do you say, Bobby?
Well, hold on. I just wanted to say, speaking of OJ, did y'all see that video where he apparently picked Andrew Luck right when
Yeah.
he retired? And everyone's like, okay, we got to protect Andrew Luck at all fucking costs.
Yeah, I did see that. He like drafted him like I don't know, like an hour or so before he retired.
Yep. My guess. Okay. I'm gonna go.
Oh, I know who it is.
Wait, I'm gonna go Patrick Mahomes and Juju.
Okay, well, so give your top one, like your number one.
I'm gonna go Mahomes.
All right, and Tyler, what do you want to change it to?
Antonio Brown.
Is it really?
All right. Everyone good with their answers?
Yes.
Yeah, you're actually all wrong, and none of y'all got even the top two. So
Le'Veon.
number one is Odell Beckham Jr.
Okay, that makes sense.
He's not even active, is he?
I thought it'd be Antonio Brown too. And what's that, Bobby?
He's not even active, OBJ. I mean, he tweets every once in a while, but I didn't think he was that active. Really? Maybe
He like
Instagram.
He has 66 million or 66 million interactions.
Fuck.
he's like one of those guys that I always see on like other athletes and celebrities posts, like saying stuff. So
Okay.
Fucking
and number two, unsurprisingly, is Tom Brady.
Okay.
damn it.
So
change my answer.
So yeah, you almost Tom Brady was number two, so you almost had it.
I was
thinking
thinking
sure it'd be O.J.
Yeah, I was thinking Antonio Brown because he's just a fucking idiot and wants to get into beef with everybody. But
all right. So I'm gonna address this one to Zach because I want Zach to go first for this one. Most interactions for hockey.
Oh shit.
Dude, hockey players.
Most hockey interactions, they fucking never use it.
Yeah, that's why
literally nobody does anything.
I can't even think.
Well, all right. Let's see if you can think though.
Oh man, the fact that you
I
want
mean, it'd have to be one of the younger guys.
the fact that you went to him makes me think it's a Jet.
I'm just picking Zach because like it's his most knowledgeable sport.
Damn.
And even then, I'm not very knowledgeable. I'm still pretty casual, but it has to be one of the younger guys. I feel like so. Matthews from Toronto. That'd be my guess.
What's his full name?
Austin Matthews.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Bobby, what you got?
Fuck. Is this counting just current NHL players?
It's current NHL players.
Okay.
Or current athletes.
Because Spittin' Chicklets has been doing quite a community. Because I was gonna say Bissonnette. Or even Daniel Garcia. Shit.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm struggling.
I'm gonna go Kessel. Phil Kessel.
Okay, and Tyler?
Oh my god.
He's a meme now, so.
What's that guy's? Ryan Reeves from the Vegas Golden Knights.
Okay.
He's actually he's actually a super funny guy. That's what I'm going with.
Okay.
All right. Everyone satisfied?
Sure.
I mean, we're gonna be wrong, but
yeah. You guys are all wrong. So, number one, I thought these were kind of obvious. I thought you guys would get this one. Number one is PK Subban.
Oh, that isn't.
His social media game has only been strong for a couple of weeks. Calm down.
No.
Well, see the thing when I say the number though, like you're gonna be surprised he's number one. He has 3.5 million interactions.
Wasn't that 66 for OBJ?
Like that's not a lot, but it's like the fact that no one in the NHL uses Twitter.
Yeah.
Guess who number two is? It's Ovechkin.
I would not have guessed that.
I wouldn't have guessed that either.
I don't even think I've ever seen him. Yeah.
Ovechkin is 1.1 million. So literally, like he barely breaks a million.
You know what, Subban I should have got because I follow his Instagram and it's pretty fire. Actually.
Yeah.
But
who's the dude on your team who usually posts stuff? Ty. Fucking. Damn it.
I don't know.
Someone's active on your team. I'm trying to remember. Anyway.
I don't know. I mean, Logan Couture is active on Twitter a lot, or at points, but I don't know.
All right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, all right, and then Bobby, I got one for you.
Oh, great.
We got most social media interactions from an esport or a streamer.
Fuck. Okay.
And I say esport athlete. I don't mean the esport in general.
Yeah.
But you get my point.
I don't know.
Are
The
we
fact
counting
that
streamers?
I will be completely honest. If you can get number one, I'll be surprised.
Okay, so then it's obviously not fucking Ninja. Okay. So then it wouldn't be Tfue either. It's gotta be.
There's a couple people on this list I haven't even heard of.
It's gotta be. It's gotta be a Fortnite or League of Legends Pro. It's one of the two. Fuck, man.
I will say I know you know him.
Am I a fan?
I'm not telling you that.
Okay. Man. Wow. Okay. Shit.
And I'll give you like you can go like try to guess number two as well.
Okay. Fuck me. Okay. I'm gonna go. I gotta do it. I'm gonna go. Tfue and Myth. So I'm gonna go with
Tfue and Myth. All right. Zach, who do you got?
I mean, Daquan.
Okay.
And
I like me some Daquan.
Daquan's actually a good mention.
Said it wasn't Ninja, but I feel like it has to be.
I didn't say it wasn't Ninja. That was Bobby.
I'll put Ninja then.
Well, he said
I'll put
that
Ninja as my
he'd
second
be
guess.
surprised if I got it, and Ninja's a pretty obvious answer, is what I'm saying. Was my point. So I was gonna try and go outside the
All
box
right.
a little.
So you said Ninja number two. What about you, Tyler?
So I'm gonna go off the map here, and I could be
Oh, man.
completely wrong, or I'm gonna be right. This is how I'm gonna put it. So it's esports and streamers, correct?
Combined, yes.
How about PewDiePie? Because he is not an esports player, obviously, but he,
been
is
doing a lot of
obviously
gaming
the
stuff
most popular
recently.
person of all fucking time, and I don't know, that's something. And I like Ninja has to be like up there.
He has.
So is Ninja your number two?
I mean, Ninja's my number two because I literally can't think of anybody fucking else. But yeah, I'm going. PewDiePie literally is probably not on the list, but that's what we go with.
All right. So congratulations, Tyler. You got them both right. It's PewDiePie and Ninja.
That is insane.
See, the way you worded it, how it's like
Yeah.
streamers as well, I was like, that's.
Well, see, I'm a little surprised that PewDiePie is on there too, specifically for the fact that he doesn't stream on Twitch or Mixer.
It's been recently that he's been streaming though, and that's the other funny thing about this is that everybody's been doing Minecraft. Fucking James Charles played Minecraft with PewDiePie a month ago.
Yeah.
Right. So
Okay.
congratulations, Tyler. You win today's Brendies in case you missed it segment. I want to go over like the rest of these quickly. So basketball, number one, interactions, unsurprisingly, LeBron.
Yeah.
Baseball, I was actually completely surprised. Tyler, quickly, who do you think number one in baseball would be?
Mike Trout.
No, Mike Trout's not even on the list. It's Marcus Stroman.
What?
Yeah, he's kind of okay. I can see that.
And it's because he posts a lot more than the other people on
Say
this
he's
list.
probably-
Are they counting for basketball? Or are they counting KD's burner account?
Funny enough, Katie's not even on the list either.
I can't.
Oh,
talk
okay,
about
they're
burner
definitely not
accounts.
counting his burner
I
account.
can't talk about burner accounts. I can't even. Shit on
Let's
the
see
burner
who else
account.
we
Our
got on
fucking
here.
GM had a fucking burner account. That is a crazier story than people realize. By the way.
Yeah.
Golf, unsurprisingly, Tiger Woods. Let's see. Conor McGregor is like actually the only person in the top 10 that's like not soccer.
All right.
Yeah. Let me guess. Messi.
Okay. And then tennis, number one, Serena Williams, actually ahead of Rafael Nadal and Roger Federer.
I'm not surprised. Serena's been doing a lot more than just tennis.
Honestly, I feel like she is more like people know her more, at least in the States, than they would Nadal or Federer. I don't know.
Right. And do you guys follow any motorsports at all?
I follow NASCAR.
Okay. Number one for motorsports is Lewis Hamilton,
Okay.
Formula One driver.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So that is. I want to try to have one of these.
Games.
One of these games every episode. So we'll have to keep that up. So let's just go and move on, guys. Have fun.
All right. We are moving on to our second big topic. And this makes me happy because college football starting is for me, the essential kickoff to fall sports finally getting underway, and that makes me extremely happy because the summer, from the end of June till mid to late August, it's baseball, and nothing against baseball, but like it's terrible. It's absolutely terrible unless there's like a big soccer tournament
Coming
going
from the
on.
Pirates fan.
Or yeah, well. Anyway, so we're gonna talk about some college football. We're gonna give a preview. It's not gonna be like what we did last year. We're just gonna kind of just see what happens. We're just gonna talk about some random shit and go from there. But
fuck Alabama and Clemson. Okay, let's move on.
Why? Who asked you?
No one. That's why we do podcasts.
Okay. So the season kicked off last night, or actually that's not true. It kicked off last Saturday, but the games are really starting up this week. We had a game that Brendy, I know, was so invested in, the Clemson Georgia Tech game.
I wasn't that invested.
No,
I was just like
I
hoping for the upside. That's all, or upset.
No.
Excuse me.
I know. Fucking UCF wins 62-0 in their first game, but that just going to some random things. But yeah, let's. I have a few things pulled up, and we're just gonna kind of talk and see where this conversation goes. To be honest with you, so the first thing I do want to talk about is the AP Top 25. So I know. So it's been set up plenty of times. By me and Bobby. We're both Michigan fans and supporters for every sport, or at least I am. Yeah. So,
How the fuck are you guys Michigan fans?
We're not getting.
We're not doing this with you.
I like the Pirates. I like.
Okay.
Jesus, man.
And I like San
All over the
Jose.
place, man. You introduce a new team that you like in every state every week.
I will agree with you, but I feel like it is a little bit different for college because, like, at least for us, like, what is the closest major college to us? Like fucking Rutgers. Like,
and they get annihilated every year.
Yeah. Zach, I will say you have to give a bit of leeway for college sports because, like, I'm a Tennessee fan. Like, Tennessee is my number one team.
And like it's funny because like the area we live in, you'd think like there'd be
but at least you went to school there briefly, Randy.
Right.
Oh, I went to school in Michigan for sure. I definitely.
That's where I wanted to go for like 10 years.
Yeah, me too.
You wanted to go to Full Sail for like 10 years.
That's true too, and I didn't go.
Anyway, to get it back on topic here, the top 25 came out, and a lot of people were upset that Michigan is as high as they are. They're 7 on the list. I don't know. I feel like as a Michigan fan, I actually think it's a little high. I don't know if Brendy as a non.
I think that's okay.
I don't know. I feel like Notre Dame should be ahead of us. I'm fine with the teams that are ahead of us.
Well, the only reason Notre Dame isn't is because like they're kind of a wild card every year. Like they're either good or bad.
Yeah, well, obviously being an independent. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I guess looking at this list, I'm like, it's hard for me to say, oh, a team should be over us.
And just to be clear, like the top 10 in the AP and the coaches poll is the exact same. So it's not like there's like much, like there's not much disagreement going on between the coaches and the AP.
Well, there never is.
I don't know. I will say, like,
there is sometimes.
As a Michigan fan, like I said, I was like, I feel like that's a little high. But now I'm looking at this list in full detail. I'm like, I don't know who I'd put over us though. Like that's the problem. Like I said, I think all the teams in the top 6, all right. Obviously, Clemson and Alabama are number 1 and 2. Georgia at 3, which seems to be. I feel like Georgia's been at 3 forever. Always behind Alabama and usually Clemson. Sometimes they move up to 2 and even 1. Oklahoma. Honestly, I would put Ohio State at 4 and Oklahoma at 5.
I don't know about that.
I actually forgot until like just a second ago, though. I forgot Jalen Hurts transferred to Oklahoma. So yeah, that they have that to look at for. Hello.
And Ohio State has Justin Fields now.
Yeah. And LSU at 6. So I mean, those teams I definitely put over Michigan, and then Florida.
Florida, I might put over Michigan, but that's the only team.
I mean, I was gonna say Florida would be like the only team I'd really consider putting over.
And like that's like a big maybe. I'd probably still put Michigan, but
here's the problem with Michigan that happens every year, and it's so tough being a Michigan fan because like this is, I mean, it's the biggest thing is like last year, what happened? We had an amazing season. We needed to win 1 game to make the playoffs, and of course, the last game of the season is always Ohio State, and we got absolutely blown out of the water, and we cannot beat them. And like it's tough because, obviously, one of the biggest rivalries in college sports, Ohio State and Michigan. At least in football, they always seem to have our number, and it's like that's always the argument. It's like, well, Ohio State, they always beats you and this and that.
Can I throw a couple other numbers into this AP Top 25 while you're, because I find this just as interesting.
Okay.
If you were to guess the odds of Michigan and Ohio State in Vegas sports books, what would you say?
For what, like the actual like their
national
game?
Championship?
Oh wow.
Oh, like the odds of like them going to the national championship,
correct?
Like against
or
each
winning,
other.
Sorry, winning.
Oh, winning. Okay.
I feel like Ohio State's probably like top. I would say Ohio State's like probably top 4 in all the teams.
I would say Ohio State's probably like at least like maybe 10-1, maybe.
Okay, so Ty, you're literally right on the money. So Ohio State rounds out the top 4 with 950. Clemson, Alabama top it with 225. Georgia in third with 650.
Yeah.
And Michigan's right behind Ohio State at 1400. So a pretty decent gap between Ohio State and Michigan.
Plus 900?
Yes, 950.
Okay.
Yes. And then Florida is actually a little bit down at plus 3,300.
Yeah, I think that's correct when I say
10-1. Yes.
10-1. Yeah,
you're a little just off by maybe 50, but yes, 10-1.
So I'm sorry. It's Clemson, Alabama, Georgia, Ohio State, Michigan. Is that
rounds out the top 5? You are correct.
Where's Oklahoma at?
Right below Michigan.
Oh, okay.
And it's not much of a difference. It's Michigan at 14, Oklahoma at 15.
And what about LSU?
25, right above Florida. And Texas and Oregon is between Oklahoma and LSU.
Okay. I guess that makes sense. I mean, here's the thing. Like between Michigan and Ohio State, like if they both have good seasons again, it's literally going to come down to whoever wins that last game.
Or you can bet on Rice for 75,000.
I think I'll pass.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dude, does Rice even have a single vote in the top? I'm looking at the past the top 25. They don't even have one vote.
Yeah, the only thing I remember about Rice is like them playing Johnny Manziel when he was in college, and that's literally it. Like that's all I remember about them. But no, I don't know. I feel like out of that list, I feel like LSU is kind of getting a little disrespected. LSU, obviously, like always a great defensive team. I mean that's the SEC, no, obviously, but
1, 2, 3. There's 4 SEC teams in the top. In the top 8. So like half the top 8 is SEC.
As a Michigan fan, I will say we lost a few key players. David Long at cornerback was one of the best lockdown corners in the country last year. He went to the NFL. Obviously, Shea Patterson being in his second year with us, he's going to be our playmaker. So, like, whatever happens, like, if he does bad, the team does bad. Like, obviously, I mean, you can say that for any team for a quarterback, but I mean, he's really got to carry Michigan. And like I said, we did lose a couple of key key pieces. I'm looking at our schedule as well. We play our first game is tomorrow against Mid Tennessee State. And then it's kind of your normal schedule for college football. The one game, your games of note is
Oh
that
my god, shut up.
um I think a good game is going to be September 21st at Wisconsin. That's their third week game. And then, I mean, their first 6 weeks are generally easy. I mean, Iowa's there as well. I mean, they're a pretty good team as well. You got Notre Dame October 26th, and then, obviously the last game of the year, November 30th at the Big House against Ohio State. And, their schedule says they can do it. God, it's the same shit every year though. Like we do whatever, and then it's the last game of the year, and then we lose, and it's like all our hopes and dreams are over with. So I don't know. I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to spend too much more time in Michigan because obviously it's very biased. But yeah, I don't know. I think I was a little bit surprised myself that there were 7, but we'll have to see what they can do. And the top 3 is always interesting. I mean, Clemson, Alabama, and Georgia. It just seems like it's every year. I mean, obviously Alabama. It is every year, but it's these 3 teams every year, and then it comes down to the SEC championship game for Georgia to see if they're going to make the playoffs or not. So we'll have to wait and see. There is there. I don't know, Brendy. Is there any other teams in the top 25 that you think deserve to move up or be out? I think. Sorry, just to cut you off again, but Michigan State at 18, I feel like. I mean, this might be biased because I'm a Michigan fan, but I feel like that's a little high for them. I don't know.
Yeah, they seem a little high. So one thing I'm a little surprised at. I actually think that a team that should be ranked that's not. I don't know who I would move out just because the list actually seems pretty good. But a team that I would consider moving, or 2 teams I would consider moving in. One would be Missouri, and number 2 would actually surprisingly be Army. And that has to do with the fact that Army, for some reason, I actually think they're playing right now and they're winning against, or ironically, a team we were just talking about, Rice. And they actually had a really, really good season last season. They went 11-2, and they were the most quiet top 25 teams that you've ever seen.
Yeah.
In recent memory. They're actually unranked to start the season. But I'm trying to pull up their schedule really quick. Unfortunately, it's kind of messy over here.
Michigan State, by the way,
they do play Michigan next week.
Yeah,
which I think that has the potential. I'm just crazy, but that does have upset potential in my opinion.
Yeah, it does for sure. I think. By the way, just to clear it up, they actually just went final with Rice, so Army just won.
Yeah, they won 14-7. So
yeah.
So I mean, I'm just saying, you guys, Michigan fans, keep an eye on Army because they may upset you. I plus 25,000 for against
Army.
Ooh.
For the championship.
So that means if you bet $1 on Army, you would get $250.
Yeah.
Wow. That's almost a bet I'm willing to take. Dude, if I bet $4, I'm getting $1,000 and I'm paying my rent this month.
I don't know. I think.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Say I won't.
You won't. No balls.
I think Army definitely deserve. It's the same thing. Who would you move out? It's also interesting. There's some teams here that. I mean, you have your usual suspects, obviously, but Utah at 14, I feel like not to obviously they deserve it. I'm not saying they don't, but I feel like I haven't seen Utah that high in a while.
Utah has the past few years have been consistently really good, and they've come into the top 25 a lot recently. Sorry, one more point I just want to make about Army is Calvin Hopkins Jr. is coming back for his senior year, and I just think coming back for your senior year, like always guarantees, or like for the most part, guarantees your team is going to be a bit better than the previous year, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think it's funny too, because like the big, it's like such a random thing, but the Army Navy game is always like a big deal in my house because um of military background, I guess, in my family, and I'm pretty sure Army won last year, or like handily.
did.
Yeah, and that's always a thing. But yeah, no, they played really well last year, and um. God, like God, that would fucking suck though if we got upset by them. But I mean, to be fair, I mean they're a pretty decent team, and I will admit I kind of overlooked them when I was going through the schedule. But I was kind of saying in relative to what it could be. I mean, it's not terrible.
And keep in mind, like last year, they almost beat Oklahoma in overtime.
Yeah.
5 ranked Oklahoma.
Yeah. I mean, they're a pretty good team. So I would agree with you there. Missouri, I'll be honest with Missouri. Like I don't know too much about them this year because obviously Drew Lock getting drafted to my Broncos. Like I'm trying to think even who they have at QB this year.
Oh yeah, I forgot you like the Broncos too.
Zach, shut the
Wow, Zach is
He's just
Zach
waiting to pick your ass apart.
You like a team on every side of the country.
Yes, I do. I don't.
By the way, the quarterback is Kelly Bryant, but
Oh shit! Wait, he transferred to Missouri?
yeah, that you didn't know that?
No. I know he transferred. I forgot he transferred to there. Shit. Okay. Damn.
So that I was gonna say, I was gonna say that hung up on Army.
Okay. That's. I will be honest. I forgot all about that. Like, obviously, Trevor Lawrence took over the job at Clemson last year and kicked his ass out the door. But I forgot that he went to Missouri. Okay, I can see them definitely. They'll definitely be in the top 25 at some point this year, I think.
Yeah. By the way, if you for some odd reason you don't know who Kelly Bryant is, he's already been in 2 national championships. So there you go.
Yeah. And then Trevor Lawrence, who looks like he's going to be, one of the top, if not the first pick in his draft class. He kind of kicked his ass out the door. So
yeah, keep an eye on Missouri and Army. Those are my top 2, top 2 teams that could.
So I feel like, every year it comes down to Alabama and Georgia, like I said, in the SEC. Do you see it changing this year, like in terms of like Georgia, maybe coming out on top, and maybe Alabama did just lose one of their key pieces in Dylan Moses to I think it was an ACL or Achilles injury. He's out for the year, and he's going to be a huge piece that they lose. Now they obviously still have Tua at quarterback, but I don't know. Can you see maybe Georgia taking the crown this year? Because I mean, it's we're at the start of the year, and you almost know it's going to be between them.
I am not a Georgia believer this season because other than the fact that I hate them, I don't see them succeeding this year because their schedule seems incredibly difficult, like more difficult than it has been in previous years. There's a stretch of games where like they go against 5 straight ranked opponents, and every single team, even out of conference, or not out of conference, but out of what's the word I'm looking for? Out of division, like Texas A&M. Texas A&M, that's an interesting team. I need to give them some more thought. And then they also, of course, go against the road on the road against Auburn. So I'm looking at their schedule. Like they're going against Notre Dame, Vanderbilt, Tennessee, South Carolina, Florida, Kentucky. Like every single team that they play in their division has a chance of beating them.
Yep, I agree.
And like even Tennessee and Vanderbilt, like I mean, like unrealistic chances, but I mean, you never know in the SEC. That's what they say.
Yeah.
My pick for the SEC championship was going to be either Alabama, Florida, or LSU, Florida. And that has more to do with the fact that that has more to do with the fact that the SEC West looks absolutely stacked this year.
It just for me, it's like every year it's the same, so like I just don't see it changing.
Well,
I mean, I don't know.
I see Florida in the East. Maybe Missouri will sneak in there, but I doubt it. And then Alabama or LSU in the West. So that's what I would say.
No, you're right though. So they play Vandy tomorrow, week 1, at Vandy. Then they have 2
That
games.
is immediately upset potential right there.
It is. It definitely could be. Then they have
Because
2
they
games.
did beat them a couple years ago.
Vandy is always like weird. Like they're either like absolutely fucking terrible, or like they'll have a few times where they show up against really good teams and like really make it competitive.
And then everyone will be like, "Oh my gosh, Vanderbilt football is back," and then they suck again the next year.
It's literally what happens. Then they have 2 cakewalks in Murray State and Arkansas State. But then you got the stretch, like you're saying, Notre Dame, Tennessee, South Carolina, and then Kentucky, Florida, Mizzou. Like that's they are not going to have an easy schedule this year. I do agree with that. Alabama, on the other hand, I swear to God, every year, like their first fucking like.
Yeah, Alabama's out of football or out of conference football schedule is laughable.
Dude, there's like literally on the
there's teams that they play that I've never even heard of.
I was like about to say that. Who they play? Is this Western Carolina? Like I don't even know who this is. Yeah, the Western Carolina Catamounts. They're second to last game. They start off against Duke tomorrow, then
which is technically an out of conference game. So like you have to play at least three out of conference games if you guys didn't know that.
So
out of a 12-game schedule.
So then they play New Mexico State. They play South Carolina, and then I don't know who this is. Southern Mississippi. Okay, like their schedule every year is always a fucking joke to me.
Right.
Whatever. But yeah, I think as far as the SEC, I see that going. I don't know. I'm trying to think of like any teams, like I said, on this list that I'm really looking for to break out. I think you had mentioned this before. Texas A&M at 12 right now. I think they could they could do some damage. The problem with them is like they literally play Clemson next week. So I mean that's obviously going to be a tough task to play, and they obviously play Bama. Okay, that scared the shit out of me. Commercial just. Where is this commercial coming from?
What?
I'm hearing a commercial on this website, and I don't even know where it's.
Are you on CBS? Because I get that all the time.
Yeah, it just happened to me. So that the problem with Texas A&M is they have a really hard schedule. So they play Clemson, Alabama, Auburn, LSU, and Georgia this year. Obviously, and like always, and it's just going to be tough for them. I don't know. It's interesting. I think they can make some noise. Auburn had a down year last year. Let's see how they bounce back. But I don't know. I'm looking forward to college football this year. That's for sure. Like I'm hyped for tomorrow. That's for damn sure. I'm gonna be like stalling here for a second because I'm trying to see if there's any matchups this week that are gonna be really good. I know.
I think that Duke Alabama could be good. Georgia Vanderbilt, like that's another one to keep an eye on.
Yeah. One of the bigger games this week is Auburn or Oregon Auburn. I don't know.
They're both ranked, I think, aren't they?
Yeah, 11 and 16. Yeah, Auburn. The line is Auburn minus 3.5.
Yeah, I'll probably take the 3.5 on that.
That's also a game that's at the Dallas Cowboys Stadium. It's like the opening kickoff game or whatever. And then Monday night, Notre Dame plays Louisville, which Louisville obviously is not what they used to be. But
Louisville is a lot like Vanderbilt.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're not what they used to be, but like Louisville always has like really good players that come out of their college. Like obviously like Teddy Bridgewater. I mean, not that he panned out, but like he was.
He could have panned out.
Yeah, Lamar Jackson. like the quarterbacks, they've
Teddy Bridgewater. That is a sad story.
Yes.
honestly though, I don't want to get too off topic, but I'm pretty sure he's the backup for the Saints. I believe he
Yes.
re-signed,
Yes.
and Drew Brees is getting up there. Like I could see him having a resurgence on a team like that, but that's
Start
a
working
story
out
for.
now. I mean, but yeah, I think he's on the Saints too.
I will say if Drew Brees does retire, then as a Falcons fan, that makes me a little upset, or not upset, but scared, just because of Teddy Bridgewater. Like that,
Yeah.
he could come back into form at any day.
Yeah. So yeah, that's kind of the rundown. Like I said, just kind of touching on a few different things. I didn't want to get into anything crazy. But I am looking forward to this year. I will say I'm pretty sure, and I'm not pretty sure, I know, because of our podcast, like last year, I got so much more into college football, and I do not regret it a bit. Like college football, honestly, like I'm liking it more than the NFL right now. And
Me too. Well, it depends. For me, it's like I don't like the NFL if the Falcons are doing bad.
yeah, right. Yeah, because last year I was gonna say you definitely watched
The
a lot
funny
less.
the funny thing about the Falcons too is like their fans, like if the team sucks and is doing bad, they will literally like go to every single Atlanta United game and like not go to the Falcons games, because like they literally like want Arthur Blank to know like you're doing a shitty job as an owner for the Falcons, but you're doing great for the United.
Yeah. um. All right. So before we wrap up the podcast, I need to say one thing. That's kind of a funny story. So
right.
the other day, uh, I was being a little hot take heavy as usual, and me and Brenda were having a discussion in the sports talk chat about the Atlanta Falcons, his favorite team, and I said, I said that I could see them getting 5 win, like I could see them being a 5 or 6 win team this season. And all I gotta say is, after I said that, so the Falcons play the AFC
That
South.
night.
Literally that night, the Falcons play the AFC South this year. Is one of the divisions they play. That night, Lamar Miller tears his ACL and Andrew Luck retires. So they went from a 6-win team to maybe an 8-win team, and then I thought something else happened too, but it wasn't with an AFC South team.
It was
But
with some other team they were playing against.
But yeah, it was like one of the other teams in the script. Like somebody got hurt. I wanted to touch on that just to say, obviously, just to recognize that Andrew Luck retiring is absolutely fucking insane. And like I don't want to say I was blindsided by it, because obviously he was dealing with injuries, but this guy carried the Colts to the playoffs last year. I remember in our NFL season preview, me and Brenda were literally laughing at Bobby for thinking they were a playoff team. And I still think it was a wild claim. I'm not going to lie to you. But, I mean, Andrew Luck was an MVP candidate last year and played insane and carried the team. And I think he, again, would have been like, I don't know what the lines were in Vegas, but I'm sure he was, maybe top 7 or something for MVP.
At least.
And he retired. And, I
I
don't
give
want to
him
get
top 5.
I don't want to get into it too much, but the whole Colts fans booing him has been a very hot topic, and a lot of people are not happy with those fans.
Y'all are dumbasses.
And I know Pat McAfee, one of my favorite retired players, now went on record and was pissed off about that as well. So I like I said, it was a topic we were going to discuss this week, but I don't know.
I just want to say, like, you have to be a special, like there's only like a few special like kinds of like scumbags, like players and coaches that deserve like to be booed off of to be booed out of the arena. Like, you have to be like Bobby Petrino bad, like literally like quit on the Falcons like mid-season bad.
I don't know. I don't know how it was such a weird situation, because like they were literally in a preseason game. He was on the sideline and it's announced that he's retired. Like that was also weird to me. But for a guy who
And
took over,
that would be so awkward talking to him.
yeah.
Well, did you see the clip with Brissett, where he was talking to him on the sideline, and then you see him make a face? Did anybody actually confirm that was him telling him? about that?
I actually haven't seen that clip, so that
There's a clip of them two talking on the sideline, and you see him say something. I can't make out what he's saying. I don't know if our boy John Boy Media analyzed that yet. But the idea was the Brissett made a face afterwards, like he made like a what kind of face. So everyone was pointing at that, saying that that's when he was telling him that he was retiring.
So, yeah, I mean, for Andrew Luck, I mean, this is a guy who took over in Indianapolis for obviously the best quarterback they had ever seen there, in Peyton Manning, and one of the best of all time. And I remember that was a big thing because this was when Manning was coming back from his neck injury. It was like, will he ever be able to be the same? You know, we had the first overall pick. You have this guy that looks like he'd be a franchise quarterback. Do you take him, or do you come back with, you know, an older and injured Peyton Manning? And you know, obviously they didn't get a Super Bowl out of it or anything, and Peyton Manning obviously won one with the Broncos. But um, you know, I think I do think that was the right move by them. You know, you kind of had to take a chance, and you know, with the way Manning was looking, you know, you never know. I will say for Andrew Luck, he is not gonna struggle with. I mean, he's one.
No.
He went to Stanford. I mean, you can
He's
already
good.
tell. He's very smart. I don't know if he graduated or, you know, or has a degree in anything or whatnot, but he's one of those guys, and I feel like we're saying this more and more, which is good and bad. Good in the sense that, you know, I should say, like, athletes going into the booth. Good in the sense that, you know, it's nice to see these guys come back, but like bad in a sense for a communications major like myself, that, you know, all these athletes are going into the booth after they retire. But he's one of those guys that, you know, I feel like could just step right in, and do well. And he's, you know, obviously the clips out here there of him getting hit
He-
and
you know,
being
you know,
like, you know,
you
good
know
job.
what stinks about Andrew Luck going into the booth if it happens. He's
Uh,
probably gonna have to like keep his beard clean and like trimmed.
Yeah, I was gonna say the thing you're more worried about is his fucking Twitter, like the Twitter account about him.
Well,
Um,
and it's not
fine.
wait, which one? The Captain
Captain
Andrew Luck?
Yeah.
yeah,
I'm not even saying that. Like Andrew Luck is just like he looks like a guy that like never washes his beard like ever.
Hey man, when you're making millions, that's the last thing you need to be doing.
No, dude, his beard goes all the way down to his collarbone. Like,
Oh yeah, I know. I've seen it. I know what it looks like.
I remember one time I was at a restaurant. It was the Deflategate game. And I was watching it. Yeah, that's what I'm calling it. I forget what year it was, like 2016.
Yes.
yeah, 2016.
And obviously going against the Patriots, and I was watching that entire game just strictly like trying to determine how far down his beard went. And like I couldn't figure it out, but I'm pretty sure it's like halfway down, like to the collarbone.
Yo, it's annoying because when my facial hair grows in, like I have so much, like all goes on my neck. Like I'm literally like Andrew Luck, but like not to that extent. Like it's crazy.
Dude, mine is starting to get really bad. Like I have to start shaving.
It's not a good look. I don't know.
That's all I have to say about that.
Let me chime in
I
for
don't
a
know.
second.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I didn't pay as much attention to Andrew Luck as I should have, but I don't think there's any fucking question that he was an elite quarterback, and it's honestly a shame what happened. I mean, let's from the beginning. I mean, he's leaving $58 million on the table, which I mean, he doesn't need it. He does not. Need
I thought I heard that they're like paying the rest of his contract.
I didn't know if they were paying that or something else. I get the headline was confusing originally, but okay.
I could be wrong.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I don't know the details, but no, I mean it's a shame really because this is I would argue the retirement that's bringing definitely a lot more awareness for mental health of players. It's a lot more taxing than I think we really realize. I mean, we talk about CTE and all this other physical ailments all the time, but I mean, he's been dealing with injuries ever since he got to the NFL, and that's got to be a mental toll as well as a physical one. So
Yeah.
I honestly hope he gets better, man. I mean that he was broken on that fucking on that stage there, man.
I don't know who. I'm not even gonna try to look for who it was. But there was that one guy on Twitter who got absolutely
fuck that
attacked for what
guy.
he said. I don't know. I don't even want to
I don't
bring
remember
his
his name.
up
I don't even
'cause-
care to say his
Do
name.
not
Fuck
give
you,
him publicity.
Dude. Fuck
Yeah,
you,
but
dude.
there was a guy that basically was kind of attacking him for like.
He said it
being
was the
weak and
most
stuff like
millennial
that.
thing ever for retiring playing
Yeah.
football. Like they're doing. Shut the fuck up, dude.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
So
And to the fucking fans booing him, you are booing the wrong goddamn guy. By the
Yeah.
way, you haven't had an offensive line in years, so you couldn't even
Yeah, come
protect the
on.
fucker.
Boo Roger Goodell.
Always boo Roger Goodell. No, I'm saying you guys are booing the wrong fucking guy. That's ridiculous. I also do want to say, how amazing is it that it's a big thing that he was on the sideline when the stories were coming out that he was retiring. How amazing is it that everybody was looking at their phones? What do you think in the stands was like? Like being in the stands was like when everybody was looking at their phones. Like,
yeah.
wait, the guy we're looking at right now on the field, not dressed, but on the field, is retiring. Like, what do you even say to that?
Yeah,
Butter stick approves.
Fucking Christ.
Yeah, that's gotta be weird. Like I said, it was just a weird situation. I guess it's something that was talked about and then finally got leaked. I think for the Colts standpoint, obviously it's a big blow, but this guy wants to have a life after football. But for them, I mean, I see Jacoby Brissett as a guy that I think still needs some time, but I think he could be a decent starting quarterback in the league. Obviously, this changed your whole perspective. They go from a possible playoff team to maybe struggling this year. But yeah, I mean, for Colts fans' standpoint, look, I know you're upset, but this guy was the face of your franchise. There's not a nicer guy. I know, Pat McAfee, like I brought up before, he played with him in Indianapolis, and he said there's not anybody that is smarter or nicer than Andrew Luck. And I just like from his interviews and like his and the clips, like I said before about like him getting hit, and he's like, "Oh, good job, big guy." Like he just seems like such a great
Those
guy.
are my favorite.
So
Like, good hit, big man.
So yeah, I can't wait for I hope for him the best, and like I said, I didn't really even expect to talk about this long, but it was something that we were maybe thinking about talking on the podcast. But there's a little bit of recognition for a great player that unfortunately had to retire in his prime, but hopefully, obviously, the quality of his life after football will be much better.
And by the way, I just want to add the Captain Andrew Luck Twitter account is still up.
It's up, but it's not going to be active.
Well, I mean, he actually posted a tweet a couple days ago. Well, it was basically like an extremely, or not extremely, like a pretty long letter on Sports Illustrated.
Yeah.
I would read it all if it wasn't so long, but it's basically like a 4-paragraph, like thanking like the family and friends and all that stuff. So it's actually a pretty good read.
Salute to you, Captain Luck, and fuck the Colts.
And
that's a win for the Braves. So,
and
I just said Braves. I meant Falcons.
I was gonna say I heard you say Braves, and I was just gonna roll with it. I had no idea where you were going with that, but I'm glad you fixed that.
I mean,
we're gonna end the show as always with Zach's thought of the week. Or not Zach. Oh my God.
Zach's
Where are you going with this?
Second.
All right, we're starting this
another thought of the
podcast
week.
all over again. Let's go, boys. From the top.
Restarting. God, here we go.
Zach's track of the week.
Hot or sticky?
Zach, go ahead. Sorry.
This week's trap. Okay, this week's
we fucking
track
suck.
of the week is substance, and I don't even know how to say that second guy's name, so I'm sorry, guy, for not giving you credit, but I'll link the song so people can give you
Substance
credit.
featuring a
Substance featuring. I'll do my best pronunciation. Luisoko.
Okay.
That wasn't as bad as I thought.
What would listeners look forward to?
Dubstep, bro step.
Right.
Nice.
Very Bro Safari sounding. So give that a listen. Give that a listen. I cannot talk right now.
It's fine. I can't either.
And I will link that on my Twitter, and it'll be shared hopefully on the Complay Network.
It will.
And that is all for the show today. We Again, apologize, like I said before, about episode 30. Really wish I could be up because that was a
Me
good one.
fucking
How
We
too.
also
that's all two of
apologize.
you.
About not putting an episode out in 5 weeks.
Well, we weren't gonna mention that, but
Yeah,
like they could see it.
we were
But like
kind of
it's
gonna
pretty
keep it on
bad.
the down low, but
Hey man, I
Anyway.
like to keep it real with the fans.
Anyway, yeah, like I said, we apologize for that. We're gonna keep trucking along. If you would like to reach us on social media, Twitter at Complay Network. We are there, and we always tweet out when we're going live on Twitch, and then obviously from Twitch we upload our shit to YouTube and other platforms like Spotify and Apple Music and whatever.
Google.
Okay. And Google. All right, and that is it. This has been episode 31. I almost said 30. We are struggling. We are getting out of here. Thanks for watching, and we will see you next week or next time, I should say, for episode 32 of the Come Play podcast.
Bryce
Peace.
Harper is overrated.